What is the price of a nation's soul? For the Ashanti Empire, it was a single chair, a throne of solid gold that no one, not even the king, sits on it. Now imagine a British governor with his polished boots demanding to sit on it. That single request in March 1900 would ignite one of Africa's boldest rebellion, the War of the Golden Stool, when an empire underestimated a people's pride and a grandmother's fury. This is the story of the Golden Stool, a symbol of divine power and a test of colonial arrogance, and one of the most defiant no's in history. Hello everyone, welcome to History Discovery Channel. Stories like this are what we are here to uncover, so let's get into it. Before we go into this story, let us know how the stool came into existence. Why is it so important that an entire empire fought for it? So let us have a little backstory. In the year 1680s, West Africa, the Ashanti Kingdom is rising, united under the formidable King Osei Tutu I, a tall, regal and proud king. But every great kingdom needs a founding myth, a moment of magic, and the Ashantis got one. King Osei Tutu I has his advisor, Okonfo Anokie, a priest and a statesman with a reputation so powerful, legends say he could command the weather itself. The story goes that he summoned the entire community, called upon the heavens, and then the sky darkened. From the cloud descended a tool, crafted from pure gold, landing softly in the king's lap. This was the Sika Dua Kofi, popularly known as the Golden Stool. It wasn't just a gift, it was a covenant. The Ashanti believed the very soul of their people, past, present and future, was housed within this single sacred object. And that right there is why it became the most important seat that nobody ever sits on. By 1900, the British had exiled the then reigning king of Ashanti and claimed control over the empire. But they knew the real power, the symbolic heart of Ashanti's resistance, was still out there, hidden. Then fast forward to March 28, Governor Sir Frederick Hudson, polished, confident and utterly clueless, stands before a council of the most powerful Ashanti chiefs, and he said, "Where is the Golden Stool? Why am I not sitting on it? I am the representative of the Queen." The silence in the courtyard was deafening. You could feel the fury simmering, and then a voice cut through the tension. He didn't shout. It was low, steady, and carried the weight of 1,000 ancestors. It was the Queen Mother of Ejisu, Yaa Asantewaa, in her 60s, a grandmother, a leader, and she looked at the men around her and said, "If you, the men of Ashanti, will not fight, then we will. We women will." And so she did it. Yaa Asantewaa, a queen in her golden years, became a war general. Because how can we all sit down? The British Empire will take over the souls of our ancestors in form of the Golden Stool. She said it will not happen under her watch. So she raised an army of thousands and laid siege to the British fort in Kumasi. For months, she outmaneuvered and trapped the very symbol of the world's largest empire then. She cut off their supplies and attacked their convoys. Let that sink in. The British Empire, with all its guns and its global reach, was being systematically outsmarted by a 60-year-old grandmother. It's a plot twist that history doesn't talk about enough. The rebellion by Yaa Asantewaa was ultimately crushed by fresh British reinforcements. Yaa Asantewaa was captured and exiled to Seychelles. A tragic end for a heroic figure. But here is the ultimate victory. Despite everything, the searches, the threat, the occupation, the British never found the Golden Stool. The soul of the Ashanti nation remained hidden, protected, and forever unconquered. Today, the Golden Stool rests in the Mahia Palace in Kumasi. It is still never sat upon. It is clean in secret ceremonies, revered not as a relic, but as a living symbol. So this was never just a story about a stool made of gold. It's a story about the price of pride, the power of belief, and the fact that some things are simply not for sale, not for trade, and certainly not for sitting on. So the next time someone asks you if an object can hold a nation's soul, tell them about the golden stool of Ashanti, and about a people who refused to kneel, and a queen who fought an empire with nothing but courage. The golden stool wasn't just gold. It was, and still is, the beating heart of the Ashanti. If you want to join me as the untangle more of history's most epic stories, the forgotten plot, the unsung heroes, the real drama that shaped our world, then you should definitely subscribe.